I want to introduce Les' grandchildren who are going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you could all just stand up for a second. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
We need principled people, principled leaders, people who are willing to stand up for the residents of Massachusetts. I know Les Gosule is that person.
I know firsthand from watching Les when he was lobbying for some important legislation that you all are aware of, what a great job he did as a citizen legislator. He took it upon himself. He took it upon himself to change the state.
I couldn't imagine the 13 years that Les spent going up to Beacon Hill all the time. There was times when I'd punch in the morning to my office and I'd see Les in the lobby looking to see which legislators were checked in for the day so we could go to their office and talk to them. He was up there all the time. And when we finally passed it out of the legislature, the governor wasn't sure he was going to sign it, but Les met with him personally, made sure he didn't waver, and he did that as a citizen, not as a legislator. So can you imagine the influence he's going to have in the chamber when he actually has the ability to vote?
My friend Les Gosule has lived a life to be admired, not one to be envied at all. When people face this kind of horrific incident in their lives or face death personally, I think something happens, that we tend to suspend all embarrassment. We stop feeling embarrassed about doing the right thing and stopping the nonsense that we see. Les Gosule is a demonstration of not playing the coward's role and taking on the institutions over a 13-year fight to do what is right. Well, that is now in his DNA and in his spirit.
For 13 years, I fought an incredible battle, as you know, to make the Melissa bill Melissa law. When I was up at the State House arguing, you find this hard to believe, they told me I was too passionate, I was too emotional. And I would say, we're talking about people's lives. Shouldn't you be passionate? Shouldn't you be emotional? I'm not talking about a softball game. I'm talking about my daughter, your children. The most important asset we have should be our children. And if you can't protect our children, then something is really wrong. After the bill was finally passed, after 13 years, it got me to realize something. Our state house is broken. It's flawed. The value systems are upside down. Some of you know the story of Melissa in more detail than others, but Melissa was a very personal person. She cared about people. And it occurred to me that if I wanted to do something to honor my daughter, wouldn't it be really great to give that back to society? Leave some positive footprints. Give that back.